the country can now see how incompetent Westminster is, not just the elected politicians, but also the unelected politicians in the form of the civil servants. I think Cameron and Blair, between them, their selection processes for the House of Commons are now coming back to bite us. There is a degree of incompetence that is now clear for everybody to see. I think everybody used to be a little bit in awe of Parliament. It's now been televised, so that's lifted one veil. And I think now Brexit's lifted the other veil, and we can actually see that these people are totally unfit for purpose. Whether or not we've got Brexit fatigue, what we have got is a serious problem with our government in that they are largely made up of average people who are pretty incompetent.
I don't think people at home understand what this deal, this new European treaty really says, because the spin is, oh, it's all fine, you know, basically we'll go into a transition, we'll have a nice free trade agreement, it'll all be lovely and roses and petals. What, as a barrister, you've been through this a lot, in great detail. What's
Painfully.
the top line? What do you want people at home to understand about this deal?
Well, I suppose often it's been said that Brexit is about getting back our laws, money and borders. And as a lawyer, obviously, laws are fairly high on my list of things I'd like to repatriate. And it was in the first line of the Withdrawal Act in 2018 that we'd be repealing the European Communities Act 1972 on exit day, which we know has drifted, but the sentiment was there. And that's the statute that applies decisions of the ECJ to British courts and British laws. And so since the publication in 2018 of that statute, ostensibly setting out how we're going to leave, I've been dying to see what has finally been published this week, which was the Withdrawal Agreement Bill. And lo and behold, in the first section of that, it speaks about the previous repeal that we're going to have, and then says, but, save for. And then during the transition, we are going to have the ECJ oversight of all our laws again.
So just to clarify this, so basically we pay £39 billion, we think that we're free, but actually we're under the jurisdiction of the ECJ, the European Court of Justice.
Well, I'm going to correct you on the 39 billion.
Oh, you think it's more?
Well, it's one of those, it's become trite to say, oh, we're paying 39 billion, but actually the withdrawal treaty doesn't give a specific figure. No. It just sets out a mechanism by which Barnier can work out how much we should pay. And if we dispute that, then our appeal is to the ECJ. So it's a bit like playing a game of football against a team, and then if you think that there's something you want to look at again, you basically ask the team captain of the other side. Yeah,
right. Okay.
But it's worse than that, because in the political declaration, which sets out what our future trading relationship agreement might look like, Boris has in paragraph 131 conceded that the ECJ will govern that as well.